Welcome to this tutorial. This is Chandni Thakkar here from Atune Worldwide. In this session, I'm going to explain you a real example of Lambda expression with multi-thread. I have created a simple program in the older way for the multi-threading. I have a class that implements runnable. In constructor, I'm taking the name of the thread as argument. I'm creating thread object over here and I'm starting the thread from here. Whenever the thread is started, it will directly go to run, and inside run I have written my logic over here. I just wanted to print 5 to 0 with the name and I. Inside my main method, I have created 3 objects. That means it is going to create 3 threads and it will start 3 threads, and it will do this much logic for all 3 threads. And my main thread is waiting is sleeping for this much time, and after that my main thread will exit. So when you run this, you will have something like this as output, like first thread, then second or third, depends on your scheduler or depends on your CPU. Sometimes it may be different, depends on the scheduling algorithm of your CPU. So it is a simple example for multi-thread. Now let's say instead of this older way, I wanted to create this particular logic with my anonymous class fundamental. So now I'm going to create one class over here. Inside the class, I am creating one method with name create thread and argument name of the thread. Now let's write our logic over here. Now here in this method, I am going to write my logic to create a thread and to print the name of thread and I with that name. So what I am going to do is I am going to create object of runnable. So let's first create object runnable r is equals to new runnable, and I'm going to use anonymous class fundamental, so I have to add the unimplemented methods over here so that I can say that my overridden method is also over here. So you can see my run method is now here. Now I'm going to copy my business logic for the run method. Now what I have to do is I have to create the object of thread. And inside that I am passing runnable object r and name of the thread, and then I am starting the thread. So now you can see my logic is complete over here. Now instead of creating 3 different objects, what I am going to do is, as I have created method, so I am going to create object of this class, and then I am going to call the method 3 times. The first name I am going to give the same thread 1, then I am going to create second thread over here with the name second, and last thread. So business logic is ready over here. So let's just run this. I have made the previous thread creation as comments. So this code is not being executed anymore. It is going to call this method only. So let's just run this. So you can see output is same as of previous. The things we have done is exactly same. Now let's say here I have passed r. Instead of passing the r, let's say I wanted to directly pass my business logic. That means I want to create the lambda expression. So let's just remove this. I'm passing blank parenthesis, then pass lambda expression And now I'm going to pass my business logic in a bracket. So let's write my business logic over here. Okay, and let's just remove this and run. So again see, the things as output is same. This code also is going to create the thread, is going to start the thread, is going to do the business logic. In business logic it is going to run a for loop, and it is going to print the I with a name of thread. So the things are same, but line of code is only this much over here, if you can see, while in the previous case I have done each and everything differently. So it is the example of lambda expression. So it was a real life example how to create lambda expression for the multi-thread program. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.